How's it going, everyone? This is Brad Borne, and this is the late night 23rd World 3 report. It's going to be a pretty simple report. First off, I just want to say we have the Facebook page up for World 3, and it really helps if we have a lot of people liking that, all big numbers. You get some crazy insights in that, literally, not, yeah, you know. But that really helps. So if you have or know anyone on your Facebooks that likes World 3 or is looking forward to World 3, get them to like the page. You can go to bornegames.com. There's a little like button and all that. And I don't know. I guess you can do that through Facebook. I haven't really been on Facebook at all, but yeah. And also this week, so what I've been working on. I talked about how I was doing the moving platforms in this game. There was like springy moving platforms, swingy platforms, and then like mushy platforms. And actually the springy ones weren't quite feeling right. It was kind of hard to judge, when was the best time to jump upwards. So you're kind of judging momentum out there. So I actually had a pretty good idea, and I like how this turned out. It's a lot different from the sort of thing I usually do. It's not really animated, it's all in code here, but if you can see, I'm sure you've been staring at it for a while as I backflip around. These lines here are kind of doing the same thing, except they don't settle down, and I think it looks pretty cool. It's really just a few points, nothing too special, and then there's like a flash curve too. I tend to not use a lot of the, built-in Flash drawing code stuff, so it's a little different. But, you hold jump, you go higher, and it is dependent on, let's see, how fast you're going when you land on it. So if I just go here and get a bounce, and I'll go to, like a terminal velocity there, and hold jump, go higher, hold again, go even higher, that sort of thing. So I'm pretty proud of these things. I like how they look. It's actually still using the same springy platforms and a lot of the same code there, but now everything's invisible, and it's a bit more voodoo magic behind the scenes. And I wish there was a lot more going on. This is a pretty boring gray level here. Let's see, I really don't have too much interesting stuff to show off. Let me see. The only other thing, I was working on a bunch of little things. So let me go to here. I don't know why the duck did that. Settling in the place, I guess. Let's figure that one out. But so we have, which is actually probably one of my favorite additions to World 3 right now, the cave duck, angry duck. And I've just been kind of polishing up his animation a bit. So if you see, his jump's a little smoother. He flaps a bit better. And then spider, get out of the way. Out of the shot. There we go. He's got to land. You can see I need to, run away. Need to fix all that. And the only thing that's left is actually kind of hard to see because it moves the camera around so much. So he's going to see me and attack. That needs to be cleaned up a lot. But I think that's pretty funny. The duck didn't really do anything. I think he turned into a spider before, considering how far back he, he's bouncing. Oh, maybe that's why I changed that. Lots of things to fix. But yeah, like I said, I'm adding a lot of different, a lot of different bad guys now that are, I still need to fix that. Oh, come back here. So the fun thing to do, well, he's gonna go. A lot of different bad guys that require a lot of different, jump animations and all this craziness. But spiders are staying relatively the same. Might touch them up a little bit. The mice really need to be touched up. I was actually hoping, yeah, get out of here. Actually hoping to have finalized mice, or at least, some sort of concept of how much better I wanted them to look. But there's a lot more to, there we go. Haha. A lot more to getting the duck working properly than I thought. Yeah, they really fling you. Come here. I like how he doesn't see you when you're behind him until he turns back. Get out of here. Yeah, and they come back from their stun really quick, which is good because otherwise they're just way too easy to take out. So that's another thing. With so many other little, like pieces of the game that I actually have to go through and balance and, make sure they add to the game. And I'm really glad that with World 2 I was fixing so many bugs and stuff just to get the game running, because the World 1 engine was really limited. That I didn't have much time. I believe when I launched World 2, it didn't even have the mice in it. It didn't have music or have the backgrounds either, but got those in pretty soon after. But so for this one, I'm just really glad that I can go through and add a ton of bad guys, and the duck being my favorite. So yeah, something I get asked a lot if there's going to be in water baddies, and the duck will be able to. I tend to move my hands a lot when I'm talking, which is really weird. So fan just stops moving. I'm gonna try not to do that. So for the water baddies, a duck would naturally be able to go on the water. I have a few ideas of how I want him to move. So hopefully I'll be able to add him to levels in places where, if you hit him and he goes into the water and then the dynamics change or whatever. Or maybe I'll just, put some in water, see what happens. But, yeah, the ducks most definitely will be in the water. Ah! Haha. He backed up and fell off that ledge. Here we go, slide down. Sorry, I'm really ADD when I'm talking about things. One day I'll learn to focus, but until then, bad duck. And he's gone. And up. Yeah, I really love how those ledge things, much smoother. I can look up, I can look down. Haha. Yeah, it's all the same code actually, it's kind of weird. What affects what when you add, I can't get back up there. Might have to add something there. So remember that, when you play this level and there's a little ledge or something to help you get back up, remember there was a time when there was no ledge. I can't make that, even with the wall run. This level was probably made before there was even a wall run. Let's see, so it's really late, so I'm just kind of rambling now. Talking to myself. If you enjoy a peek into what I'm actually thinking about while I'm testing levels and making levels, well, here you go. But let's see. So other water baddies, there's a few other ones that I have in mind, so I don't really need any suggestions or anything. The frogs will probably be able to swim. They'll act a bit differently than the, they'll act differently than the ducks and whatever. So there's actually going to be like 2 separate states for the baddies, completely different from one another. So that's going to be quite a bit of work, but we'll see. It shouldn't be too bad. I think the collisions are going to be a lot simpler than Fancy Mud underwater. I have a pencil. I can do that. Haha. Ooh, I'm a ninja. I don't know where I'm going. Here we go. That's a bit of cheese there. I don't know if I'm going to have to actually restrict that, because that's really powerful. You can climb up any wall, which would definitely break the game sometime. So, we'll see. But like I said before, I don't want the pencil to be too overpowering or anything. Though it is a lot of fun. Anyway, see you guys next week. Bye.